Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Hustle Diary. Welcome back to the channel that gives you all the tips, that gives you survival tips on how to survive being out there in the small business world. And I say small business because we are small business people. We don't own corporations. We don't have millions of rands of budgets. And this is the channel where we get to discuss everything that we go through every single day as a small business owner. And I'm also giving you tips on how to boss up, on how to be that boss lady you want to be, and how to run these small businesses. And I'm also telling you all the mistakes, where I've gone right and wrong, and I'm not holding back on anything. So if you want to keep watching this channel, please subscribe, press the notification bell, because then you're gonna know every time that I'm sharing a new video. Just stay up to date. It's not gonna bother you. Just click that and then let's get into this video. So guys, today I am sharing everything that I wish I knew before I started a small business. There's a lot of advice that I feel I didn't get. There's a lot also of mistakes that I wasn't paying attention to that other people were making that I could have learned from. The first mistake that I made was going in thinking I was going to be instantly successful. Everything was going to be fine because I had the product, I had the idea, I had all this stuff that was just going to work out. I was just going to put it out there and it was going to work out without much work because the product was there, the idea was great and everything was awesome. Yeah, I have this great idea, it's just going to work out. I thought that that's how it was going to be, but I was really wrong. So it is great and good to go in with a positive outlook, a positive attitude, positive everything, but it's also good to be realistic. Realistic of the competition, realistic of how the market is doing, and realistic of how much work you actually have to put into this venture for it to work out. I thought that if I had great pictures, if I had nice products, if I had great content, that everybody was just gonna buy it. And a lot of the times, a lot of the small Instagram or the small businesses, we have this huge dream that we want to put out there and we think that everybody is just gonna buy into the dream because it looks good. But that's not the case. It actually takes a lot of work to run a business day to day and to actually make sure that it works out and that the customer understand what it is that your product is. Like, what are you trying to put out there? So for your customer to understand it, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of marketing work, creating a language for your business and all of that. It is perfect that you have the idea and you're going to put it out there, but also, are you realistic about what you need to put in before it goes out there? When I launched Uzuri, the first couple of months were doing great. I mean, I had only one product. I was only selling a balm cleanser for the face, which I was making myself at home, and it was very small. The more people wanted it, the more overwhelmed I felt, the more I couldn't do anymore. And I didn't take into consideration that people were going to be critical of this product because I thought, I know skincare. They know that I know skincare, they're going to trust it. But it takes a lot of work convincing people to buy your products. Why must I buy your balm cleanser? Why can't I just go drop 250 Rand in Woolworth or Clicks or Edgar's or Discount? Why must I buy yours? It takes a lot of work. And with time and improvement, we have then created a brand, because then I just had a product, it wasn't a brand. We have created a brand with which people talk to and communicate to about what is it that they need. So having a great idea is fantastic, but putting it out there is work. Lesson that I also wish that I knew. It takes so much money to start a business. Don't quit your job. Don't do it. I thank God I didn't quit my job. I'm still there. I still have a job because I need the money. The reason why, in my opinion, I feel that it's expensive to start a small business, especially with my situation, is that I was changing my mind a lot because I wasn't really set, or I wasn't like feeling comfortable or confident in what I was doing. I was changing my mind. So today we look like this, tomorrow we look like that, because these other brands that were influencing me were looking a certain way. So it was very hard to commit myself to one look, to a certain way that my brand looked, and to say that this is how we're gonna look permanently. So I had a lot of influence, the naysayers, the this and that, and I kept changing my mind because the branding kept changing. So I would change the color, I'll change the look, I'll change the font, I'll change all of that, without considering that it actually takes work. For you to have a website, a pay fast, all of those things, for you to connect all those things, it takes money as well. You have to pay for hosting. You have to pay for all those things. So you have all these small little expenses in your business that you need money for. And if you quit your job for your passion, yeah, that's great. But you do need an income somehow to keep up the small business expenses. They look small, but they actually accumulate quite a bit. You need a photographer. You need someone who's going to post for you if you don't have time. All of those things. And if I'm going to do another video where we talk about why you need to hire help for your business, but because you can't do everything in your business, but you will find that there are expenses buying the stock, buying the products. If you're not making it yourself, if you're making it yourself, like you're making scrubs, you need to buy the tabs, you need to do the labels, and they need to be presentable. And in the modern world or today's world, everybody has an opinion about what a brand should look like. So you have to invest in what your brand looks like. And investment needs sometimes money. You need money. It's expensive to start a small business. And shipping the product, you have to pay. Getting the product to you, you have to pay sometimes. You have to drive to go and collect it. You have to go find the ingredients. All of those things are expenses. So that is why I would say, don't quit your job just yet. Stick it out and do your small business until it makes sense, and then leave the job. Because I always say, until my small business pays me 3 times what I earn at my job, I'm staying put, guys. I'm not going anywhere. We are here. We are within. Another thing that I wish I knew or learned is that just because the people around me love it or I love it doesn't mean everybody's gonna love it. And we go back again to the business idea. Sometimes it makes so much sense to you. You're like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna put out, and people are gonna love it, and blah, blah, blah. Remember that show, Idols? They always ask people, who told you you can sing? The people around you can tell you can sing, and then you get in front of a panel of judges and they think you can't sing. So you need to make sure that you test out the product. You make sure that you test out the market. Do people need this actually? Will people want to try this out? Will they be interested in a product like this? So it's very important that even if you're doing something that already exists, you are going to place yourself in the position that makes everyone interested in you. So let's say, for example, you're selling second-hand clothes, I'm selling second-hand clothes. All my cousins will buy them, my friends will buy them, everybody will buy them. They're like, yeah, we know you have style, we know you have taste, but then when you try and put it on Instagram and you try to get someone else to buy it, they're like, but this is outdated, this is so lasted, this doesn't look good. That's because not all of us have the same taste. And unfortunately, people are going to have opinions about the products that you have, and they're going to influence the decisions that you make in your business. So it's for you to be decisive in it. What is it that you want to do? So don't be that person that goes to idols because your aunt told you could sing well in the shower. Be that person that sings for the neighborhood and make sure that you can actually sing, if you get what I mean. The other thing that I wish I learned is that because you're a small brand, you're going to ask for favors. You're going to ask people to help you. You're going to be like, I don't have money. I can't spend money on photography. I can't spend money on this. I can't spend money on the label. I can't spend money on that. You're going to ask for a lot of favors. And sometimes it's going to put you in situations where you feel like you're using people. You feel like you're just out there using people. You're gonna feel bad. At least if you're me, you're gonna feel bad. And sometimes the people in return, they would feel some way because you're always calling me to do this for you. You're gonna ask for a lot of favors from your friends and people around you. If your uncle can drive you to somewhere, be able to offer something in return. If you can pay. If you can buy the fuel, buy. If you can do anything, do something. Because at the end of the day, you are creating a business, and sometimes setting boundaries and stuff. If your aunt is the one that gave you a loan to start the business, does that mean that your aunt can have a say in your business, or did she just give you a loan? What are the terms of the loan? If your friend is taking pictures for you, is this like a favor, or did you guys agree that she's just gonna take pictures and you're gonna buy her dinner? Things like that. So you have to really make sure that you're setting boundaries in the favors that you're asking for, because people get frustrated and these things accumulate, and you know what I mean? It's not okay. If you can take a picture yourself, take a picture because you don't have the money. If you can ask for a favor from a friend, ask a favor from a friend, but don't make it a habit. Don't make it an every time thing. And it does get uncomfortable, guys. I wanted to add this here because honestly, as a small business, you don't have the budget to do things on a bigger scale like everybody else. You don't. This will bring in the influencers, the people who are like, oh, I can promote your product, I can talk about it, I can put it out there and stuff. This is how you're going to end up choosing the wrong influencers, because they're going to do things for free and they're not going to do it wholeheartedly. You want people that actually put in work into your stuff, even when it is free. You want people to put in some work. So the influencer thing, I'm going to do a whole separate video because that's a whole other world that we're going to tap into, but you need to be very thoughtful and very mindful of the free things you're getting, whether it's from people close to you or from influencers or from anything like that, because the influences will affect your business, how people see it, if you're just going with anybody. And then with the people around you, the boundaries are going to be blurred. Feelings, people get in their feelings sometimes and they're like, this one just wants free things from me, and then things are going to be said and done. So just make sure that you put yourself in a position that you can either do the things yourself, or when you ask for a favor, you can return a favor, and just make sure that everything just stays in place, that nobody feels a certain way about you doing something. Just make sure that you can return the favor. And if they can give you something for free, but if they can't, babes, save up and do that thing that you want to do. And if the free influencer is not doing what you want them to do, then maybe it's time to drop them and let them go. So free things are a bit tricky when you have a small business, because you do need the favor, you do need the hookup, you do need the I can do this for you type of thing, but it needs to work in your favor and it needs to give you peace of mind, so to speak. Yeah. Another thing that I wish that I knew before I started my business is that there's gonna be naysayers, there's gonna be non-believers, there's gonna be downtime, there's gonna be days when you feel like crap and you just want to dig a hole and go hide in it. There's gonna be those kind of situations, and you do have to have ways to lift yourself out of this situation. But there's gonna be people like that. There's gonna be people who come bring you advice, but it's not advice, they just want you to quit. It's like, yeah, you've been trying this for so long, babe, just quit. There are times I'm gonna tell you why you should quit your business, but there are times when you shouldn't. And if these people come in numbers and they're making you feel down and making you feel a certain way, then you need to sort of like say, hey, thank you very much, but this is as far as I can let you in, and I don't wanna continue with this. So you need to create time off, days off when you think about it, because in the business world, when you see other brands doing a certain way, they're doing better, they're growing, they're going far, they're doing all these big things, you're gonna feel down. Even you can be your own naysayer sometimes. You can be the person that says, you know what, Kay, yours doesn't look like that one, so you need to kind of like, just stop. It doesn't look the same, it doesn't smell the same, it doesn't feel the same, people don't give the same reviews. Why is it that you keep continuing with this? You can be your own naysayer. And when these times come, when these moments come, you need to learn to sort of lift yourself out of it by having some downtime, resting, having days off. And this is something else that I wish that I was told, that just because you're working hard, just because you're pushing hard, just because 24/7 you live, breathe your business, just because you gave up everything, you sacrificed everything just to make this business work, doesn't mean it's gonna work. It doesn't, unfortunately. And it is the sad truth. So even if you're in your business 24/7, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the clients. You need to rest. You need to switch off. You need to put these things aside. I used to think that if I rested, I'd be so guilty. I'd feel like, oh my gosh, today I didn't post. Today I didn't comment back. Today I didn't do this. I didn't take a picture. I didn't think about my business. Today I didn't do this and that. The customers still came. They still shopped, they still did what they needed to do. And even when they don't come, I have learned to be okay with it. I have learned to say, maybe now is the time for me to rethink my strategy and to rethink how is it that I'm going to sell this product. But just because you're resting, just because you're switching off from your business doesn't mean it's going to collapse. I remember when I used to freak out. I used to freak out, guys, and I'd be like, oh my God, today I didn't post, today I didn't do this, today I didn't do that, I didn't search, I didn't do this. It's okay to take downtime, and you'll find that in that downtime, you recuperate, you get yourself back together and you rest, and then you have more ideas and you have more ways that you actually want to do this. You have more ways to think of how you want to fix this and how you want to do this and that. So take time off. It is completely okay. Don't work hard, work smart. Very important. The reason why some of these businesses that started with you on the same day, the same date, the same time, the same everything, the reason why they've propelled and they've gone so far, they're working smart, and that is what you need to start doing. And I wish I knew that, so that I didn't waste 24 hours of my life on the business. I wish that I knew that in the beginning. I wish that someone had told me that. These are the things that I wish I knew when I was studying out a business, you know. And I hope and I know that there's much more than this, and they're gonna come back to me, to my mind, and I'm gonna keep making mistakes because I'm a human being, and as we go and I'm growing, because I'm still growing and I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm still gonna come back and tell you guys, I wish I knew, I wish someone told me, as I'm expanding into different spaces and different types of businesses, because I am a multi-business person. It's not just skincare that I'm interested in. So the more I'm growing and the more I'm going out there, I am going to see more, I'm going to learn more, that I'm going to be sharing with you. So this is not everything that I wish I knew. This is just the beginning of what I wish I knew before I set up a business, because this is very important for the next video that we're gonna have and we're gonna do. Today, this is all I had to say to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. It's okay. But leave me a comment. Just tell me if you've already started your business. What do you wish you knew? If you haven't started your business, do you feel like this advice is going to apply to you? And do you feel like anything I've said here applies to you if you already own a business? And if you do already own a business, can you please leave advice for someone else to come in and get here in my comment section? So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Don't forget to find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and everywhere. I am going to have at some point a specific page just for this kind of content, but for now I am just managing what I have, doing what I have, and focusing on that before I start committing to many more things. But for now, if you want to find me, all my links are in my bio. My business links are in my bio if you want to check them out and see what they look like. And in all my videos where I'm directing you to a contractor or a person that can do something for you, I'll put a link in my bio for them. But for now, these videos, we are just going to begin with the basics. So these are just basics. This is what I wish I knew before I started a business. So guys, leave me a comment, share, talk to somebody, tell somebody about this channel, okay? You never know who it's gonna help. And if there's someone in your family who sings in the shower and doesn't sound good, let them watch this video too, because it's gonna help them. So I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good week. I'll see you next Monday at 7 p.m. for a new video right here on the Hustle Diary. See you guys. Bye-bye.